Hello students, today we will be discussing about Earth's magnetic field, its various elements. सबसे पहले magnetic elements of Earth. These are those elements which are required, which are necessary to describe Earth's magnetic field at a place. So let's understand the magnetic field of Earth, how it behaves. Let us say this is our Earth, and this is our geographic axis about which the Earth is rotating. Now we assume that we have a magnetic axis at a, let us say, angle of 10.3 degree, which is different in different books. This, let us say, the angle is approximately 10.3 degree or 11 degree with the geographic axis. So this is your magnetic axis. Now this is geographic north pole, this is geographic south pole. In the direction of north pole we have magnetic south pole, and in the direction of south pole we have magnetic north pole. So we all know the magnetic field lines, they come out from north pole and they come out from north pole and it leaves the north pole and moves into south pole like this. So we have two types of equator. The one is geographic equator and the other one which is perpendicular to this equator, this one, magnetic axis. The other one which is perpendicular to magnetic axis, this is your magnetic equator. This is your magnetic equator. Now geographic equator, it is obvious, this is your geographic equator. Now magnetic declination, if we talk about the declination wala part, so declination, let us say we have a freely suspended bar magnet. Now it is well obvious that it will be suspended along the magnetic axis of Earth, along the magnetic axis of Earth, and this is the line which is parallel to the horizontal component. Let's see, at this point, this, the tangent drawn to this red line, that is magnetic field line of Earth, is B. This is the direction of resultant magnetic field. So I'll be having two components over here, one which is perpendicular to the surface of Earth like this. This is the perpendicular component coming straight from the center of Earth. The other along the surface of Earth, tangent drawn to the surface of Earth. This is horizontal component, this is vertical component, and the angle between horizontal component with resultant magnetic field is this magnetic declination angle of dip, delta. This is angle of dip, delta. This is different at different points. We can see here, this is the my resultant magnetic field B. At this point, this angle is with the horizontal component that it makes is 90 degree. So angle of dip is 90 degree at poles, and if we come at equator, so this, at this point, resultant component and horizontal component, they are along the same direction. So it is equal to 0 degree at equator. 0 degree at equator. So two things we have cleared. Now let's talk about the declination wala part. if we talk about the declination wala part, we can see the magnetic axis of earth, yani ki horizontal component. If a magnet is placed over here, it will be in this direction. It will be hanging parallel to this BH, So a freely suspended bar magnet, let us say I have suspended a magnet over here and it is hanging like this. So this axis is my horizontal axis, horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field, in which the direction in which it is suspended. Now at this point, let us say we have the geographic axis which is passing over here, and the angle which the magnetic axis makes with the geographic axis is your declination angle theta. From this point we can very well see that again the magnetic field lines, this upper part is northern hemisphere, this is northern hemisphere, and the lower part is southern hemisphere. Now magnetic field lines are coming out from the surface of earth in southern hemisphere, and they are going inside the surface of earth in northern hemisphere. So in southern hemisphere the field lines are coming out. We in Delhi, in India, we are living in the northern hemisphere, so in our region magnetic field lines are coming from upward and going down to the surface of earth. Now let's come to the mathematical part. Let us say this is my resultant magnetic field BH, and this is my vertical component V. This is my angle of dip delta. Component resolution say we can see BH is equal to B cos delta, BV is equal to B sin delta, BV upon BH is equal to tan delta, it's delta, and BV ka square plus BH ka square is equal to B ka square. Right? Now let's see 2-3 questions from your previous year board exams paper. The questions are very simple. The first question is, the vertical component of Earth's magnetic field at a place is √3 times the horizontal component. Yani ki BV is equal to √3 times horizontal component. What is the value of angle of dip? BV upon BH, that is √3, also BV upon BH is tan delta is √3, this implies your delta equal to 60 degree. So angle of dip at this region, this place is 60 degree. Second question, the angle of dip in southern India is about 18 degree. Would you expect a smaller or greater dip angle in Britain? Now you can see this figure. Angle of dip is 18 degree, that means we are living somewhere here. This is a region approximately in which India is there. Britain is somewhere near the poles, somewhere here, Britain. So in case of Britain, in case of London, I hope Britain, in case of Britain, we are moving upward. At this region here, dip angle is 0 degree, here dip angle is 90 degree. Dip angle is changing from 0 to 90 as we are moving from equator to pole. As we are moving from India to Britain, the angle of dip here, if it is 18 degree, it must be here approximately 70 degree, 60 degree, a big greater value. You need not remember the whole value, but it's a greater value, bigger value. So angle of dip at a location in South Indian is 18 degree, so we have a greater value. The value is greater, a bigger value in Britain. Right? let's move on to another question. Question number 3. The magnetic needle is free to rotate in a vertical plane, has its north tip down at 60 degree with the horizontal. That means 60 degree is your dip angle. The horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field at a place, this is horizontal component, BH 0.4 Gauss. Determine the magnitude of Earth's magnetic field at that place. So BH is equal to B cos delta. So BH is 0.4, B cos 60 degree. 0.4 is equal to B into 1 by 2. So B is equal to 0.4 Gauss. Right? Now Gauss is a CGS unit of magnetic field, where 1 Tesla is 10 to the power 4 Gauss. Right? It's a CGS unit. Just to remember this, right? And thank you, students. If you like this video, if you have liked this video, do comment and share this video. Do subscribe to our channel, Yuva Institute. Thank you very much.